Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are the headlines. Information regarding the 14th session of the People's Council of Cần Thơ City announced. Cần Thơ City leaders received the Consul General of Italy in Ho Chi Minh City. A conference to disseminate, thoroughly grasp and implement the 2024 Land Law by the Ministry of Justice. Top news today. The 14th session of the People's Council of Cần Thơ City will be held on April 9. That was the information given at the joint meeting held on the afternoon of March 22nd.
The agenda for the 14th section of the People's Council of Cần Thơ City calls for one section to cover several important topics, including the approval of proposals to modify investment policies for the project to upgrade, renovate, and buy equipment for the 9 district medical centers, propose to modify investment policies for the project to upgrade, renovate, and buy equipment for the CT Disease Control Center, and propose to assign a medium-term public investment plan in detail for the year 2021, among other things. The heads of the departments and branches, as well as the City People's Committee, were asked by the City People's Council Chairman to continue completing and adding to the proposals. The committees of the People's Council carefully review the proposals and plan the procedures to ensure a successful meeting.
On March 22nd, Mr. Nguyễn Thực Hiện, Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee and representatives of the Departments of Planning and Investment and Foreign Affairs had a meeting with Mr. Enrico Padula, Consul General of Italy in Ho Chi Minh City. Cần Thơ City leaders provide information regarding the socio-economic climate and collaboration between Italy and Cần Thơ City. Regarding economic cooperation, in 2023, Cần Thö's export turnover to the Italian market reached $3.2 million. The primary export items include rice, seafood, clothing, agricultural products, and agricultural products that have been processed. The import turnover was $0.21 million, with pharmaceutical raw materials being the main import. Cần Thơ hopes that the Italian Consulate General will arrange seminars and exhibitions, coordinate to strengthen the implementation of investment promotion programs, and support the introduction and promotion of the investment environment to businesses and investors, particularly in the fields of high-tech agriculture, apparel, logistics, and transportation. In addition, study and planning are underway to host the Italian Commercial and Cultural Festival in Cần Thơ City in 2024 in collaboration with Italy. Also on March 22nd, the Ministry of Justice organized a conference to disseminate, thoroughly grasp, and implement the 2024 Land Law in hybrid form with 63 provinces and centrally run cities.
The 2024 Land Law includes 16 chapters, 260 articles, an increase of 2 chapters compared to the 2013 Land Law. Especially 180 articles have been updated and amended, 78 new articles have been added, 30 articles have been removed, and many new significant discoveries have been incorporated, all of which are helping to refine policies and increase the efficacy and efficiency of land use and management. Many new provisions pertaining to the duties and responsibilities of the Ministry and the Justice sector are included in the 2024 Land Law. These include the following: land use right auction operation, enforcement of civil judgments, mortgages, registration of mortgages for land use rights, and asset tied to land. Delegates at the meeting concentrated on talking about important topics outlined in the 2024 Land Law in relation to the work being done by the justice sector and other relevant legal instruments.
On March 22nd morning, Cần Thơ City Employment Service Center coordinated with provinces and cities in the Mekong Delta region and some southeast provinces and cities to organize an online job transaction session in the first quarter of 2024. Workers who attended this online job session learned about jobs and career prospects both locally and abroad. They also met potential candidates whom employers can interview in person or virtually during the session. Workers who are directly involved can also take part in skill training program that covers knowledge of the labor market, things to know, and job search techniques. Over 33,590 open positions across a variety of professions were represented by the 345 recruitment units that took part in this job transaction session. Particularly, Cần Thơ City Employment Service Center has 54 participating businesses with more than 2,380 job positions needed. Also on March 22nd morning, Cần Thơ University organized the 9th Forum for Sustainable Development of the Mekong Delta, Vision 2045, referred to as SDMD 2045, with the theme Food Technology, Production, Processing, and Consumption of Agricultural Products in the Mekong Delta.
The topics covered at the forum included training human resources to satisfy the demands of technological advancement, the Mekong Delta's agricultural and aquatic product production chain, processing and consumption, obstacles to agricultural products, access to markets, production, handling and consumption of green agricultural products, nutrition and food innovation research, with the goal of commercialization and business incubation, the role of enterprises and the government and institutions in the processing of agricultural and aquatic products, preserve unique foods and advance gastronomic culture while disseminating Italian experiences. It also brought the idea of constructing a center for connecting, producing, processing, and consuming agricultural products in the Mekong Delta to Cần Thö's agricultural industry.
English is becoming more and more a popular language that many people choose to study. There are many ways for people to learn. Among them, gathering people with similar interests is a typical example. In Ninh Kiều District, Cần Thơ City, there are many English clubs established to have more space for people to interact and chat. And the English club called Chatty Club is a playground that attracts many young people.
Alright, so actually I haven't learned any English when I come to university to study.
For nearly 2 years, every Friday and Saturday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., 4C's cafe shop in Kiều District, Cần Thơ City has become more bustling due to the participation of members of the Chatty English Club came to exchange activities here. The purpose of 4C Cafe is to create a space for students, especially young people, to come here to have an environment to practice English. That means students can speak English to one another. Remarkably, at each event or meeting, we will be able to get knowledge in English, looks like a class free completely. We will exchange grammar and vocabulary in connection with activities, both relax and study. Just register on the fan page of 4C Cafe Shop or simply come and order a drink to join the club. Most members of the Chatty Club are students in Ninh Kiều District. Each week, the Chatty Club Board of Managers will have different topics for everyone to discuss.
At this club, we not only communicate in English but also exchange vocabulary and grammar with each other, so I like this club. The difficulty in English is grammar when applied to speaking, including writing. So I can think of ways to learn grammar. For example, I will use a mini board to hang on the wall, and then I will write grammar points on the board. I will write down any relevant points on the board and remember them every day until I can apply them.
In my opinion, the difficulty for English learners is that we cannot find the best environment to improve it. After school, when we go home, we don't have anyone to speak English with or be in an environment where we can speak English more and more fluently. Because for me, English is not an easy language, and it's also difficult to find a regular English communication environment to communicate or practice. Moreover, there's a lot of work in class, and when I go home, there's no one to communicate in English with, so I like to go to Chatty Club to talk with my friends. There are many people here who are better than me, and from there, I will improve my English skills every day. Chatty Club has contributed to creating a healthy playground for young people to have the opportunity to exchange and learn English. having done practice their acumen and ability to react quickly, strengthen their vocabulary, and be able to show more confidence in English skills.
Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.